Hi, my name is Tammy Dow. I am one of two lead animators on Plushy Night. My purpose in the game is to make the characters, namely Plushy Night and Gemma, come to life on the screen. Jeremiah asked me to make as many different iterations on Plushy Night's image as possible because we wanted his look to be very iconic and recognizable from a distance. Pretty much what I did was I took the design that Vincent made and I made several different iterations on the way he looked. The aim of the iteration process was to, of course, get our target goal, but to also keep in mind that Plushy Knight was supposed to be the scrappy individual who wouldn't be afraid to lay down his life in order to protect Gemma. I came to FIEA to better my skills as an animator. It's taught me how to animate quickly and efficiently while maintaining the quality of my animations. It's also taught me how to edit mocap data. I think as an animator, you don't really have the choice to choose between either mocap or hand animation. They both get animations into the game, and it's important to get as many as possible in order to make the game look believable. In a video game, the characters are moving a lot faster than they do in real life, so you're going to have to tweak the curves, you're going to have to make things pop and have more emphasis and more speed in their actions in order for players to read it correctly and to be excited by it. I think working on Plushy Night has really prepared me for work in the industry as an animator.
I'm Tiffany Dow, and I am an artist working on Plushy Night, specifically as a character artist / animator. My first task was to design Gemma. There were a couple things I had to keep in mind, namely, she needs to be visually connected to Plushy Night. There are a couple of motifs that kind of stem between her and Plushy Night, namely a butterfly motif. And if you notice, on Gemma's backpack, there's this butterfly. This kind of goes along with her dress as well. There's her scarf kind of mimics the wings of a butterfly. And in regards to Plushy Night, the butterfly also appears subtly on his shield. Gemma's influence was taken a lot from anime. The main influence was from Miyazaki's films, namely Spirited Away. She is vulnerable, but she is also adventurous. We want players to be able to sympathize with her, so she has an innocent look about her, and hopefully what we want players to feel is like they need to protect her, they need to nurture her, and help her along this path of healing. I came here specifically to learn how to be a character artist or an animator, and mostly it's because I feel like a character is more than just their appearance, their design, their color scheme, and I also feel like their character translates into the way they move. Since I am a co-animator on Plushy Night, there are a couple principles I have to keep in mind, and one of them is exaggeration, animation cycles, and the responsiveness of our animations, since they are exactly what players will see when they hit an attack button or dash. The cycles have to be loopable, so everything has to be able to flow into each other, even though there are like 40 animations that need to appear as if they're all one animation. And then there's also the exaggeration, like Plushy Night, his motions need to really portray like the power in his swing or the speed that he is running. There's also the responsiveness factor of it, and it mostly comes across with Plushy Night's attack. The attacks need to be snappy, they need to be quick, so there can't be a whole lot of anticipation. The attack sequences need to have a quick swipe and a slow wind down. The animation of the attack happens in a split second, but players will still read it, and it'll look like the attack happens really quickly. And it feels right, even though what we expect is something that's a little more drawn out, I guess.